Welcome back to Anderson's Smoke Show. Today is a special day. I'm gonna surprise my dad with a brand new Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. He doesn't know about this. He's actually not even home. So we're just gonna slip in, get it put together, and get the hell out. Stick around, see how we do it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that you can keep up with the latest content. Like the video, and write me a comment and let me know what you think. Now let's get this damn grill put together. So we've got this Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. The condition of this box scares me a little bit. I'm hoping that they've got it well padded. We'll see how good Camp Chef is with their quality control.
But wait, how did I get here?
Yeah, so my dad's been looking at a new grill the last couple months throughout the winter. He's always been a Weber guy. He's had Weber gas grills, Weber kettles. He just got rid of his Weber Performer that he's had for like 6 or 7, 8 years. So he mentioned to me a couple months ago that he saw this new grill by Weber that was coming out, and he was thinking that he would like to get one of those Weber SmokeFires. So I started looking into it as well. You couldn't really find them anywhere at the time, and here they come out and they're having a lot of problems with poor hopper design, with the issues with them catching on fire because of the poor placement of the grease tray. So decided that's probably not a good idea since he's going to be doing most of his cooking on the patio right outside of the house. So we're starting to do some research, looking at other grills with similar features. We wanted something for him with connectivity, something that he could monitor from his phone, multiple channel probes if possible. So I came across the Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24 and I was sold on it. It had the connectivity with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. It also had 4 included probes, and you could monitor all of that and control everything from the app. I thought that was great. So another key feature that we were looking for was a PID controller. Working in the automation industry, I understand how important that is for process control and how important that is to keeping a consistent and stable environment. And so with that PID control, we can achieve that. Camp Chef has a good reputation. They make a quality product from what I can see, and it was $200 cheaper. Now let's get this damn grill put together. So what do we have here? Man, I can already tell you this is a pretty good sized grill. I was a little afraid of the 24-inch. You know, I wasn't really sure what to think. Let me see here. Hey, cameraman, you got that knife again? Thank you. Oh, they designed this thing pretty well. This thing, the way all of this packaging is, it's almost like they're helping you put it together before you even start. I mean, this thing is pretty well to do. Everything, look at that. Not gonna lie, that was some pretty smart packaging there. Looks like we got the ash bucket there. We got all the temperature probes. Man, this thing comes with 4 temperature probes, comes with it. Wow. No add-ons or nothing, that's sweet. See what else we got to play with. I wonder if they put anything inside. Wow, that's actually a pretty heavy lid. The wheels are even already on the legs. It's like one of those measuring sticks. Yeah, we're about 27 inches. Got some nice stainless grates here. Those look nice. Yeah. Set these back here for a minute. All right. And they got some more goodies in here. We got some more racks. These look like these are some coated racks. Yeah. Ooh, this thing's all oiled up. I can feel it. It's kind of squishy. All right. Ooh, that feels weird. So I can already tell they've got some intuitive designs in here. Come check them out. You've got this adjustable heat deflector So you can kind of get direct or indirect heat coming straight from that burner. That is pretty cool. They got a lot of neat things. More pieces. Oh, this looks like that's a recipe guide, and then there's probably some instructions behind it. Yep. There we go. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's get popping. The hell? There you go. So I've been very impressed so far with the Camp Chef's packaging. The one thing that I'm not exactly thrilled about is most companies, when you have to assemble things yourself, give you like a packet with little like bubble containers, and it'll say, you know, M8 by 20 bolt, and it'll kind of label everything, or bolt A, B, C, D, and F, and that helps people who aren't very instruction literate or assembly literate. It helps them put them together. All of these parts that you see here just came in a bag. Now, I don't want to make myself sound smarter than anybody. I can understand what some of the parts are. The instruction manual, I've seen in many, many manuals where it actually will lay out a parts list, and they're actually made to size. So it'll say, okay, this bolt, okay, that's this one, or here's this. I've been through these instructions in multiple different languages, and I don't see a parts list anywhere. I feel like for those who are not as good at putting things together may struggle a little bit. But let's go ahead and start with the first step. So it shows us here putting the legs on. This is the first one. We're using an M8 by 20 bolt and an M8 locking. So the 20 is actually going to be the millimeters, so that's the length. Now 25.4 millimeters equals 1 inch. So the only two bolts that we have are these two. Well, that's definitely bigger than 1 inch, and we're looking for something slightly smaller. So this is going to be your M8 by 20. I'm going to lay a couple pieces of styrofoam back here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tip the grill back onto this, and I'm going to do that so that we're not damaging anything. We'll attach the legs from the bottom side there. They label the legs F and B, and that's front and back. Remember, the wheels face outward, and they're on the side opposite of the hopper here. Now I only put one bolt on the back legs because the other one's got to come from this way. So I'm gonna get these nice and snug here, and then we're gonna stand this grill up carefully. Oh man, this thing's actually pretty heavy. Look at that. All right, cool. So let me clean up my workspace here. I have to put the rest of the bolts on for the back legs. So go ahead and do that here. We talked about the bolt sizes. So we've got a tray that goes on the bottom. We got an M8 by 60 bolt and an M8 flange nut. So that's gonna be these with these bolts. And see, if you keep it on this workspace, I'm kneeling down on the cardboard. Work smarter, not harder, folks. So saying use the M6 nut, M6 by 76. Let's see if it's actually with the chimney. So the M6 by 76 bolt and that nut actually come, and it's on there attached already. So all you have to do is screw that on. And you can actually adjust this and back this up and down. We'll turn it down a little bit, keep a little bit more cabin pressure. So it looks like these screws for the chimney are actually already on the grill here. So we're just gonna back these out. And I know the gasket shifted a little bit. We're not gonna tighten this all the way down yet. We'll just get it in there. Next step is a heat deflector and the handle. So we've ran into an issue with this hopper guard and the lid. Putting this together, it is very difficult to get everything lined up at once, and we've dropped the screws down through this into the auger twice. I had to use a magnetic screwdriver and tip it so that we're able to see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this bag here. We're gonna go ahead and get this in place, but to be honest with you, we're not gonna film it because I need all hands on deck for this. So we got this lid on here, and I'm gonna tell you what, be sure to cover this when you're installing these screws. It is very difficult to get all three pieces lined up and not drop the screws in there. Now, these should be a little bit easier. We're installing the shelf brackets now. All right, we're gonna install this ash cup here, keeping the handle facing towards the front. Just line that up, there we go. Now I'm gonna install the shelf. I'm gonna start here with one of the corners. And I'm just gonna hand tighten this one. Swivel off of that one that we put in. I'm gonna watch through the top here. I'll just get in here with the screwdriver. Tighten that puppy down. We've got a few more screws here to put in. We're gonna install this drip tray. It's really, really oily. So it goes in this side towards the shelf, this side towards the hopper in this direction. So I'm gonna wear this bag like a glove. Like I said, this is extremely greasy. There's a little lip here. We wanna hang that there so that we can actually move this heat deflector below it freely. And this will get all of the grease dripping towards the grease trap and towards that bucket in the end. All right, we've got the cooking grates here. We're gonna go ahead and get these inserted here. All right, that's easy enough. Get the second one there. Slide that one in there. Put this knob in here to clean out, so that's how that operates. You've got this little safety latch there. Just pull that up. We're gonna install the grill knob. This is for flame control, so you can go direct heat, indirect heat. This moves that shield that we were talking about earlier. So you would simply just, that'll give you direct and indirect heat. All right, so we've got the grill put together. My dad actually came home here right when we finished assembling it. I've got his phone here set up with the app. It's looking for the device. We're gonna come over here, go ahead and pull this cover off here. And right on the side is a little rocker switch. It's gonna power that up. So now I'm gonna take his phone here. Let's say search for device. Found new grill, connect, success. Bluetooth pairing. Let's see, Camp Chef would like to pair. Okay, so I have to type in the code to match it here. So we got 776371, pair, continue, Wi-Fi networks, All right, you don't need to see that. All right, success, we're gonna say continue. All right, now let's take a look at this app a little bit. Grill not running, must be turned on running order to set the temperature. Okay, so we don't have any pellets in here yet. Let's go ahead and get some loaded up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this loaded up for the initial burn off. So I just got notification from the grill. It says updates are required. So we're gonna go ahead and hit update. Go ahead and do that now. That way we don't run into any issues. So we'll check back in a few minutes. All right, so the update's complete. As you can see here, it says turn the grill off and wait about 3 to 5 seconds and turn it back on. So turn it off. We'll say close app like it says. 3, 4, 5. Fire it back up. All right. So we'll go back to the app. We'll connect to the grill here. All right, there we go. So, according to the instructions here, the first thing that we want to do, since we've never used this, is we're going to need to get some pellets into the auger and get it fed. So you do that by hitting the feed from the menu. So I'm going to use this little scrolling wheel and I'm going to hit feed. Hit confirm, and we are in feed mode. So while we're in the feed mode, we need to listen for the pellets to drop into the burner. We're going to go ahead and open the burner clean out. That way the pellets will actually just drop into the cup. Once we hear that, we're going to stop the feed mode and get this thing fired up for the burn-in. All right, we're starting to hear pellets drop into the cup, so we're going to go over here and we're going to cancel the feed mode. All right, now that's stopped. Let's go over here. We're going to close the grill clean out. And now we're going to get this thing fired up. Now for the burn-in, we want 350 degrees for 30 minutes. So we're going to scroll up to set temperature. And we're going to scroll through here. 350, set the temp, confirm. There we go. All right, so the startup procedure's got 30 seconds left. We're getting smoke now. As soon as the startup's done, we're gonna go ahead and close that lid and proceed with the burn-in. And then we'll talk about some features of this grill. All right, there we go. The startup is done. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to close the lid here. Got quite a bit of smoke there. So it's also keeping track, that's pretty cool. It's keeping track of how long it's been running. So now we are out of the startup procedure. It's shown we were running 22 seconds so far. So showing internal temperature, so far it's 60 degrees. We've got a set temperature of 350 and a smoke setting of 1. All right, so one of the cool features of this grill is the PID controller. So you could see, and I'll have you come in here and take a look. This has got some really cool features. So we'll just click that button. You've got the ability to set the temperature. You got the ability to set the smoke. Now, as you increase the smoke setting, 1 is the lowest and 10 being the highest, you can actually get yourself more smoke. But as you increase the smoke, you're going to increase the temperature fluctuations. So we're gonna click the button there, we're gonna go to set smoke, and we're gonna increase the smoke setting, say to 5, that's halfway through. Let's see how much smoke actually gets produced. So one thing I've noticed already with this, and it has to be part of the PID control, is that it's carefully increasing the temperature. If you look here, we've been running for 9.5 minutes at this point, and we're only at 309 degrees. By approaching set point carefully, it's gonna keep the grill from overshooting, and that must be what it's doing. We've got about 12 minutes left of the burn-in cycle. We're gonna go ahead and get that finished up. We're gonna get this put away and we're gonna talk a little bit about this grill. So overall, with the Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24, I'm really impressed. I think the way they designed it, the way they packaged it, everything is just very fine-tuned. The only thing that I think they're lacking are thorough instructions. And it's not that they're not thorough, it's just they're missing that parts list. I feel like someone who isn't very good at installing or assembling something may struggle a little bit. But overall, it's a great grill. It's very solid, it's very sturdy, and along with that, the controls are beyond anything that I've seen before. The PID controller, giving us the ability to change temperature and smoke independently, is super cool, and it's something that I've never seen on a pellet grill before. I'm really excited to get to cook on this, but unfortunately, I don't get to today. But we're gonna check back in soon, and we're gonna have a video on that Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. We'll see you then. Thanks again for tuning in to Anderson Smoke Show. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up with the latest content.